Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Ajay Great Lectures. In this session, we will discuss about 4 more problems of random process. Till now, we have taken 9 lectures. The last 2 lectures, that is totally based on what the practice session of random process. If you want to learn those problems, I'll put those link in the description box of this video lecture, and please go and watch those videos. Right. So now start with the question number 14. The 13th question that we have already discussed you can find in the lecture number 8 and 9, right? So so now let's start with the question number 14. X of n is an independent and identical distributed random process with x of n equally likely to be plus 1 or minus 1. Yn is another random process obtained by this equation. Equation is what is it obtained. Yn is another random process which is obtained with what random process x of n. Then we have to find out what is the autocorrelation of xn. Right? We have 4 options. This question is being asked in GATE 2015. Right? So now let's start. Now let's solve this problem. X of n can be written like that. X of n is equals to x of n plus 0.5 x of n, right? So autocorrelation of yn can be denoted by what? R of k, right? It is nothing but expectations of what? Y of n plus k, or this expectations, this can be written like that. This expectation can also be written, that is expectation of yn minus k. You can choose either this one or this one. It's up to you, right? I am just choosing this one for solving these problems, right? So just putting the value of yn of this in this equations, right? So we can say that expectations of yn, just putting those value, x of n plus 0.5 x of n minus 1. And what about x n plus k? Just putting the value of n plus k in place of n. So we can say that x of n plus k and plus 0.5 x of n plus k minus 1. So this is what? Just multiplication of this one. So if you solve those value, if you solve this one, you will get the sum, the autocorrelation of random process y of n, right? Just multiply to each other. What you get? Expectations of what? X of n multiply with this one. This is what? X of n plus k, right? This one is multiplied with this one. You will get what? 0.5. This is what? X of n, and multiply with x of n plus k minus 1, right? And this one is multiplied with this one. What you will get? This is what? 0.5 x of n minus 1 multiply with x n plus k, and last one is what? 0.5 multiply with, you will get what? 0.25 and x of n minus 1 and multiply with x of n minus k plus x n plus k minus 1. So this is how you get. So I just want to, expectations is what? A linear operator. So if you perform in a bracket of this video, in a bracket of this equation, you will get what? This is what? Expectations of this one, and this is expectations of this one, and this one, and this one, right? This expectations. This is what this can be written like that. R, this is random process x of n and x of n plus 1. This is what is the meaning of that. This is what autocorrelation of random process x of k, right, plus this is what, this is t1 and t2. Autocorrelation depends on the time difference, so we can say that t2 minus t1, you will get 0.5. t2 and will cancel out, you will get what, expectations of what, expectations of x, sorry, expectations, sorry, it can be what, it can be this, and will cancel out, you will get r x k minus 1, right. And what about this one? This is t1 and this is t2. t2 minus t1 and will cancel out, you will get what, t1 minus t2. What do you get? This is plus, you will get what, 0.5 rx k plus 1. t2 minus t1, just t2 minus t1, you will get k plus 1. And what about this one? This one is what, t1 and t2, you will get what, 0.25 rx, this is what, k. So this one will add up, so what do you get, 1.25 autocorrelation of random process x of x, and this is what, 0.5 rx k minus 1 plus 0.5 rx k plus 1. So this is your answer. If you are putting those value k is equals to 0, you will get this one. This is 1.5, 1.25. If k is equals to 1, you will get 0.5, and if you putting the value of k is equals to at the point of if at k is equals to minus 1, you will get 0.5, this amplitude. So option number B is your right answer, because this is what, even functions. This is, so as we know that the autocorrelation is a even functions. So this is how we solve these problems. Now we are moving for the question number 15. Question number 15 is what, a power spectral density of a real function, a real process x of t for positive frequency is shown in the figure. This is the positive frequency. We have to find out what is the expectations of x square t and what is the expectations of x of t respectively, right. As you know that the power spectral density PSD is what even function. It is even functions, but in this case, in this figure, it is shown by only the positive frequency. So what about in the negative frequency? So that we can understand this power spectral density is what, a even functions. Minus 10, this is minus 9, this is minus 11. So at this instant 400, this is what, delta omega minus 10 to the power 4, and value of this one is what, right. So this is the PSD graph of random process x of t. So first of all we have to find out what is first of all we have to understand what is the expectations of x of t. Expectations of x of t is what, a mean value, mean of x of t. It is nothing but, we can say that this can we can also say that this is what, DC value, right. If you are, how do I get it from the PSD, area under what, what is the DC power? DC power can be determined from the power spectral density. DC power can be determined from the power spectral density. What? Area under power spectral density at omega is equals to 0. It gives the power, right? DC power, right? If you're taking the under root of the DC power, if you're taking the under root of the DC power, you will get what? Expectations of x of t, right? So just putting those value at omega is equals to 0, you will get what? 0 value. So we can say that the DC power will be 0. So we can say that expectations of x of t is what? 0. Now we have to find out what is the expectations of x square t. This is expectations of x square t. Expectations of x square t. You know that what is the autocorrelation of x of t? Is nothing but expectations of x of t multiplied with expectations of x minus tau, right? Just putting tau is equals to 0, you will get Rx 0, nothing but just equal to expectations of x square t. What is the meaning of this? Is what? Mean square value of x of t can be calculated from the power spectral density. If you are taking the area under PSD, if you are taking the area of PSD of df minus infinite to plus infinite, it's give the average power or total power, or we can say that mean square value, or we can say that if power spectral density in the form of frequency, and what about power spectral density in the form of omega. So we can say that it can be calculated from this formula, just PSD d omega, right? So our main motive is what? We have to calculate the area under power spectral density and just multiply with 1 upon 2 pi. You will get the what? The mean square value, or we can say that the total power. So how do you get it? Just how do you get it of this answer? You know what? This is at this instant. At this instant we have two impulse function. So what do you think about that? If you are taking 400, this is what impulse functions. Omega is 10 to the power minus 4. From minus infinite to plus infinite, 1 upon 2 pi. If you are multiply with d omega, this is power spectral density, and if you are taking the area, it's only of this value. If you multiply with 2, if you are multiply with what? 2, if you are multiply with 2, you will get both area of this impulse functions, right? And second one, we have to calculate what is the area under this triangle, right? Area of under this triangle. So it is what? 1 upon 2 pi area under what? Minus infinite to plus minus 9 to 11, minus 9 to 11 PSD. This is what? PSD. This is, we can say that PSD of, right? So this is the impulse functions, this is the triangle functions. Once you get the area under this impulse function and triangle functions, you will get power's mean square value. So at this omega is equals to 10 power minus 4, area is what? 400. So 400 multiplied with 2, you will get 1 upon 2 pi 800 plus 1 upon just 1 upon 2 pi, just taking into common. What do you power spectral density of this triangle? Triangle is what? 1 upon 2, base is what? 2, multiply with height is 6, and just multiply with 2, you will get both area. of this triangle, you will get the total area of this power spectral density. 1 upon 2 pi is what? 800 plus 2 will cancel out, because this omega is what? 10 power minus 3, plus 3. You have to multiply, you have to also multiply with 10 to the power 3. So we can say that 6 into 2 is what? 12,000, and or we can say that 1 upon 2 pi 1 upon 12800, and 2 will cancel out. You will get what? 6400 upon pi. So our answer is what? 64. So option number B is your right answer, right? So this is how we solve these problems. This is a very simple problem. Once you understand how you will get the area at the power spectral density, you will definitely get the answer, right? So this is how we solve these problems. Now the question number 16. This question is being asked in GATE 2011, right? It's very simple problem, right? X of t is what? A stationary random process with autocorrelation is been given over here. Autocorrelation and passes through a system. This is the system. This is the system. It has a impulse response. So we have to we have to find out what is the power spectral density of the output of y of t. So we know that the power spectral density of the output of any system is what? H of the mod of h of f square multiplied with the power spectral density of what? Input. First of all, we have to find out what is the impulse response in the frequency domain. Then after squaring and multiply with what? This power spectral density of the input, you will get the power spectral density of the output, right? So as you know that x of t, as this is what? X of t at this instant, x of t is what? And this is what? The response h of is been given. What about the in the time domain? I'm just taking the into consider it is what? H of t. If any system, what is the response of this system is what? Just convolution of what? X of t convolution of h of t. So we can say that y of t is what? X of t multiply with convolution of h of t minus x of t, right? So what about the frequency domain? I'm just taking the Fourier transform of this one, so it can be written like that. So y of f just equal to the time domain multiplication. Time domain convolution corresponds to the frequency domain multiplication. So x of f multiplied with h of this impulse function, right? So minus x of f. X of f will take a common, you will get h of minus 1, or we can say that y of just divide by x of f, you will get, just putting the h of value in this equation, you will get j 2 pi f minus 1. What about taking the mod value? Y of f divided by x of f, just taking the mod value, you will get what? Squaring, you will get what? 4 pi square f square plus 1, right? So this is how we just calculate this one. This one is what? The impulse response. This was the frequency domain impulse response of the whole system. So we can say that h of this one. So this is how we just determine, and we have to find out what is the power spectral density of the input. Just multiply those values. So how do you get it? You know what the powers p, the Fourier transform of R autocorrelation of tau. This is what it's give the PSD of the input is nothing but e to the power minus f tau square. If you are taking the Fourier transform, you will get the same, you will get what, e to the power minus pi f square. So the PSD of the input, you will get this one. Now putting those values, this one and this one in this formula. So PSD of the output is nothing but 4 pi f square, 4 pi square f square plus 1 multiply with what, e to the power pi f square. So option number 1 is what your right answer, right? So once you get the impulse response after mode of the impulse response, you will just multiply with the power spectral density of the input. You will get answer of what is the power spectral density of the output of this system, right? So this question is now question number 17. Now question number 17 is what? A x of t is a random process with the constant mean is what, 2, and autocorrelation has been given over here. So as if any random process mean is what, mean is what, constant, and autocorrelation is what, autocorrelation is what, depends on the time difference, depends on the time difference. So we can say that x of t, random process x of t is what, White sense is stationary process, right? And let y is what, and z, y and z be the a random variable obtained by the sampling x of t, right? X of t as t is equals to 2 and t is equals to 4. And let w is what, another random variable by the following by the using of y and z. So we have to find out what is the variance of z. So at t1 is equals to 2 and t2 is equals to 4, this random process x of t is what, becomes x of 2 just equal to y. And what about random process x of t at t2 is equals to 4, you will get what, x of 4, that is what it's been given over here is z, right? And so we have to find out what is the variance of w, right? So how do I get the variance of w? So variance of w is nothing but the expectations of w minus expectations of w. This is what, if you are squaring, if you are whole squaring this w minus expectations of w, you will get what the variance of this one. First of all, we have to, this is what the mean value, this is what mean is what, mean of w. So how do I get the expectations of w? Expectations of w is nothing but just putting those value, expectations of y minus z, or we can say that expectations of what, x of 2 minus expectations minus x of 4. So as we know that expectation is what, a linear operator. So x of 2 minus expectations of x of 4. So because because the mean value, the random process, the mean value is what a constant. It does not depend on the time. It does not depend on the time. So we can say that the expectations of x of t, that is, it's been given, is what, 2 constant. So it's cannot it does not depends on the time, so it can be equal to expectations of x of 2 and the expectations of x of 4. So this value is what, 2 minus 2 is what, 0. So expectations of w is what, 0. Just putting those value over here, this is what. So we can say that ultimately we have to find out expectations of w square, because it's a 0 value, right? Now putting the value of omega, expectations of what, w is what, x of w is y is been given x of 2, so x of 2 y is equals to, and z of is equals to x of 4. So I'm just putting those value omega. So x of 2 minus x of 4, taking the whole square, you will get what, expectations of x square 2 plus x square 4 minus 2 expectations of x 2 multiply with x of 4. So we can say that expectations x square 2 plus expectations of x square 4 minus minus expectations of what, x of 2 is what, expectations of 4. This can be written as what, this is what expectations. If you're putting the omega is equals to tau, x tau is equals to 0, you will get what, this one. Or we can say that expectations of x square t, or we can say that expectations of x square 2, or it can be equal to expectations of x square 4. Just putting those value, tau is equals to 0. If you are putting the tau is equals to 0, what do you get? 4. 1 plus 1 is what? 8. Just putting those value, 8 plus 8 minus, this is what, rx 2 comma 4. This is what, it's depend on the time difference, just multiply with 2 also. This can be written like that, rx x 2, because the autocorrelation depends on the time difference. Just putting those value, which is what, 16 minus 2 into what, this one. Putting those value, tau is equals to 2, putting the tau is equals to 2, you will get what, 4 e to the power minus 2 multiply with 2 plus 1. If you are solving, you will get what, 2.6. So your answer is what, 2.6. So variance of is what, 2.6. So this is all about 4 more problems. So thank you so much for watching.